Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. Nick Aldis issued a warning to top WWE stars on SmackDown tonight. This comes after these stars' recent behavior. Pretty Deadly was one of the best tag teams on NXT and was known for their entertaining antics. However, it's been a while since they were called up to the main roster, and they haven't been involved in many notable storylines. This hasn't stopped their scheming ways. Last week on SmackDown, Pretty Deadly told the Street Profits that it was Los Garza who attacked them a few weeks ago. However, Apollo Crews later told Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins that Elton Prince and Kit Wilson lied, and it was DIY who attacked them. On the latest episode of SmackDown, Legado del Fantasma confronted Pretty Deadly backstage, and as things were about to turn ugly, Nick Aldis and WWE officials stepped in to separate them. The SmackDown GM then informed Pretty Deadly to stay back as he wanted to talk to them. As he was talking to them about last week, DIY walked in and tried to convince Aldis that Pretty Deadly was telling the truth. Aldis then warned them that they were on very thin ice. The general manager then informed the superstars that they were treading on very thin ice, hinting that there could be repercussions if they didn't mend their ways. Nick Aldis, the general manager of WWE SmackDown, sent shockwaves through the WWE universe with a stern warning directed at top stars during last Friday's episode. His statement, "You're on very thin ice," was a bold declaration that sent ripples across the locker room and left fans speculating about what could happen next. With this remark, Aldis has set the tone for serious repercussions for those who step out of line, signaling a possible shakeup in the Blue brand's hierarchy. Let's delve into what this warning could mean and how it might impact the top WWE stars. Nick Aldis, who has quickly established himself as a no-nonsense authority figure, issued the warning during a tense segment involving some of SmackDown's marquee names. The incident unfolded after chaos erupted in the main event picture, with several wrestlers pushing the boundaries of WWE's rules. Aldis' words were not just a reaction to one night of pandemonium, but appeared to be a culmination of weeks of escalating tensions. Recent events on SmackDown have seen some of the top stars engaging in unsanctioned brawls, interfering in matches, and even questioning the authority of WWE officials. These actions have not only disrupted storylines, but also raised concerns about maintaining order within the brand. Aldis' statement makes it clear that he intends to restore discipline, even if it means taking drastic measures against some of WWE's biggest names. Although Aldis did not name specific individuals, several top stars on SmackDown could find themselves in the crosshairs. Among them are The Bloodline. Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, and Solo Sikoa have dominated SmackDown for years, often bending the rules to maintain their position at the top. Solo Sikoa, in particular, has been known for his unrelenting aggression and disregard for authority. With all this warning, the Bloodline's unchecked reign might finally face consequences. LA Knight, the megastar, has been on a meteoric rise, but his outspoken nature and rebellious attitude have occasionally put him at odds with WWE officials. Could all this warning be aimed at Knight's defiance? Damaged CTRL, with Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai running roughshod over the women's division, their underhanded tactics have drawn criticism. Aldis may look to curb their dominance by holding them accountable for their actions. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. The trio's new alliance has turned heads, but their aggressive behavior and frequent interference in matches could put them on Aldis' radar. Aldis' warning suggests that he is prepared to impose severe penalties on those who fail to adhere to his vision of order. Here are some possible repercussions. One of the most immediate actions Aldis could take is suspending or fining stars who continue to disrupt SmackDown. This approach would send a clear message that no one, regardless of their status, is above the rules. If champions are among those who test Aldis' patience, he might go as far as stripping them of their titles. Such a move would be unprecedented but could serve as a powerful deterrent to future misconduct. Aldis could also consider banning repeat offenders from SmackDown entirely. This drastic measure would not only shake up the roster, but also open the door for new talent to step up and claim the spotlight. For those who step out of line but manage to avoid harsher penalties, Aldis might impose match stipulations designed to punish or test their resolve. For instance, placing them in handicap matches or forcing them to defend their titles under unfavorable conditions. Backstage reports suggest that Aldis' approach has already sparked mixed reactions among the SmackDown roster. While some stars appreciate his commitment to maintaining order, others feel that his hardline stance could stifle creativity and spontaneity in their performances. Roman Reigns and the Bloodline are reportedly unfazed by Aldis' warning, with sources indicating that they see it as yet another challenge to overcome. Meanwhile, LA Knight's camp is said to be keeping a close eye on the situation, ready to adapt to any curveballs Aldis might throw their way. For mid-card and up-and-coming talents, Aldis' actions could represent an opportunity to break through. If top stars are sidelined or penalized, the spotlight could shift to those who have been waiting for their chance to shine. The WWE Universe has been buzzing with theories about how Aldis' warning will play out. Social media platforms are rife with discussions about potential feuds and storylines that could emerge from this new era of accountability. Some fans believe that Aldis' warning could lead to a brand-wide storyline akin to the Authority era, where wrestlers clash with management in a battle for control. Others think it might pave the way for fresh rivalries and unexpected alliances. Nick Aldis' tenure as SmackDown GM is still in its early stages, but his decisive actions have already made him a polarizing figure. If he follows through on his warning, it could solidify his reputation as one of the most impactful authority figures in WWE history. However, he must also tread carefully to avoid alienating the roster and fans. In the coming weeks, Aldis will need to balance enforcing discipline with fostering an environment that allows stars to thrive. His ability to navigate this delicate dynamic will be crucial in determining whether his tenure is remembered as a success or a misstep. Nick Aldis' warning, "You're on very thin ice," marks a pivotal moment for SmackDown. As the Blue brand's top stars grapple with the potential consequences of their actions, fans can expect a wave of intrigue and drama to unfold. Whether Aldis' approach leads to a more disciplined and orderly SmackDown or sparks further chaos remains to be seen. One thing is certain: the stakes have never been higher, and the WWE Universe will be watching closely to see how this storyline develops.